What's up, everyone? This is El Destroyer 229, and welcome back to Let's Play Persona 5. Last time, we delved back into Mementos. Kind of a little bit of a detour, considering that we're supposed to be stealing Akumura's heart. But we have a lot of quests that we need to get through. And so we're going to take a little bit of time, train up a little bit prepared for Akumura's palace, and try to get through a lot of the requests that we've been kind of putting off for a long while now. In this episode, we are going to head on back into Mementos, starting with the Chemda block and trying to find these two quests that lie within this area. Okay, so one of our targets is in an area above. So we're going to backtrack just a little bit while we go and find this target. Seems weird that we're actually kind of just heading backwards. But hey, sometimes you need to do that. Now, as we are progressing through Mementos, we do have quite a number of history lessons that we need to get through. Now, we have a lot that we need to get through in terms of not just quests, but also, athletic, sure, but also history lessons. So we are going to start begin to go through these history lessons as we are, Tall War. Probably not that great considering where we are in Mementos, but yeah, I can give it a look. Let's see. Actually, it's a little bit better. And this is why I didn't go and buy stuff, because you never know what you're gonna get. Athletic shirt's not really all that great, though. Yeah. But still, you just never know.
That wind.
So anyway, we are going to go and progress. Oh, sweet. We are going to go and progress not only through Mementos, but also to get through some of the history lessons.
Analyzing the field.
Thank you, Oracle. Fortunately, wow, really? Also,
Somewhere.
well, actually, oh, there's a treasure chest right there, but it's a little bit out of the way, and I also kind of don't really care. Thankfully, with that scan, you can just opt to skip the floor. Alright, and our target is... Thank you, Oracle. Dang, she's going crazy with the scanning right now. Which, I'm not gonna complain. I could definitely use that. Oh, hold up. Aha! Yeah, we haven't seen this, really. But sometimes you will encounter fake walls, which you can bust on through, and they usually contain some treasure. Paint ones. Yeah, you can tell just how far we are.
Leave it to me.
Ooh. So that is an example of position hack. So now, since we started the battle, we can immediately go into any sort of negotiation, or just beat the crap out of them. Seeing all of Futaba's abilities. Alright.
An easy way.
So we'll go ahead and claim this chest, and thankfully all these are just regular chests. Ooh, finally a blank card. Looking for one of those, just because I need to have that in order to make Lachesis.
Then
Unless I wanted to try my hand at just a ton of different fusions with Principality, and it may just be easier just to go with Principality and just make it into a skill card. Anyway.
What a jerk!
Yeah.
And do something we shall. Now I'm trying to go through my notes just to find where this is, cause it wasn't where it was supposed to be. Where is it in my notes? I honestly can't find it. Hold on a second. Okay, well, I see what it is, and I'm not entirely sure if I have a good persona for this. I think Neko Shogun should still work. Yeah, Neko Shogun should still work. Okay, I think we're good. This is also something that should have been done a long time ago, so we shouldn't really have that much trouble with it. But let's go. Had enough of your bullshit, Oyamada. Please. She's a good doctor. She's a good person. Unlike the scumbag I see before my eyes. If anyone should quit the medical profession, it's you.
I'll never forgive you.
What an outright bastard. Anyway, now we have to fight Shadow Oyamada. Thoth. So Thoth nulls nuclear and light, resists psychokinesis, wind, fire, and electricity, and drains ice. For a second I thought that said fire, and I was really confused. And he knows the skills: Megiddo, Freya, Taunt, Concentrate, and Reverse Rub. So that's why I was trying to see if Neko Shogun was any good, because he doesn't have anything with physical or gun. He does nullify nuclear, so I'm not entirely sure Queen's the best person to use, but...
Out of our way!
Ah, damn it. Thankfully, though, this is supposed to be a boss you fight a lot earlier on. So I don't exactly see myself having any trouble. Go for it, Panther!
On your knees. Amazing, Panther.
Perfect. I was hoping we could earn a little bit more dough.
Let's go.
Finish him off!
There's that core.
And just like that, defeated the Doctor.
Oh, what have I done?
So you let jealousy get the better of you. You almost ruined a good person's career. Not to mention any other atrocities you've committed. You're an awful person, Oyamada. What? Hope. We can save her. I need to tell Takemi about that as soon as I can. Here we go. Our second request, and the one that's been a long time coming.
All right.
Okay, well, there's not really much of a reason to stay here. So we're gonna head back on over to the entrance. Alright, and now that my notes are back to where they need to be, we can head back down over to the rest area here and head on down to reach our next target. Wait, what? Hold up. There's another one that's above us?
Let's see here.
I'm
What's
confused.
it like?
There shouldn't be two on any one given floor. Is there one in Area 1? There must be one in Area 1. Okay. A little confused as to how that was able to be, but whatever. I'm just gonna avoid all these fights because they're not really worth my time, and we can maybe try to get to where this area is. So,
Hiding in here for
anyway...
so long. I feel like dozing off.
It's probably because of how warm it is in here. Hey, no sleeping on the job, Panther.
Anyway, I can actually try to get going with our history lesson for the day that I've been very much explicitly saying that we were going to be doing. So anyway, we are going to be going over the history lesson for Futaba's persona, Necronomicon. So Necronomicon is considered it is a fictional grimoire created by the mind of H.P. Lovecraft. As soon as I can get away from this stupid shadow. Created by H.P. Lovecraft and first mentioned in 1924.
Come on, Mona, pedal to the metal. Let's burn this place up.
Drive safely, though. I'm counting on you.
Oh, queen. Anyway. The Necronomicon was first mentioned in 1924 and was expanded on in its own short story, The History of the Necronomicon, which was written in 1927 but wasn't published until 1938. If I knew our target was here, I would have just kept going. Anyway, the book is stated to be an account of a race of beings called the Old Ones, which are primordial, almost godlike beings. And Necronomicon was stated to be kind of like a history of these beings, as well as a set of rituals that were able to summon them. Now, the fictional history of the Necronomicon proceeds as follows. The book, as we know it, was written by the Mad Arab.
I drew a picture on the back of...
No one cares. Was written by the Mad Arab, Abdul al-Sarid. Al-Hazrid. Let me correct that. It was originally titled Al-Asif, which is supposedly like an automatopoeia. Kind of like the sound of nocturnal insects kind of buzzing about. But the sound itself could also be taken as some sort of demonic sounding. So it kind of had a double meaning.
I need to get better at handling these weapons.
I've gotten pretty good with a whip, but I don't know if that's something to be proud of.
Anyway, let's get to our fight before we progress any further with the Necronomicon.
Oh! Huh?
Right. We don't want to let it get to any sort of innocent bystanders. Let's stop this before it gets any worse.
What?
Anyone who thinks of any other person as property is nothing short of despicable. And it will be all the better if we can steal your heart. Or rather, when we steal your heart. So anyway, we now fight Shadow Odol, Satanta. Satanta resists physical and guns, and knows... I honestly don't know. He obviously knows Assault Dive as well as a regular attack. But this is another one of those instances where I don't really know what the boss has, and I'm really high level that it doesn't really matter.
Persona!
Because I can just do things like this. And I can very easily just take him out without really having to worry about anything. Like so. So yeah, just kind of use magic and you'll generally be okay. You're not just not worthy, you're fired. We get some Chinese sweets. Interestingly enough, it isn't just sweets, it's a book.
What?
Well, at least that's another quest taken care of. And now we can head back and not really need to worry about anything. Alright, so that's 2 quests taken care of.
Well then.
Actually,
You got it.
hitting all the wrong buttons. So yeah, you can tell that the Chinese sweets thing, it's just a book. Just a book that you can read.
Well then.
So anyway, what is our next goal? Our next goal is to just get through the kite hole block. We've got a lot of different quests that we need to do here. So, let's start at Area 6 and go from there. Obviously, there's going to be some shadows that are above us, so let's just get going. Okay, so our target is somewhere here. Now, back to the story. So, Al has read... that's a mouthful to say. Anyway, the Mad Arab worshipped the Old Ones, and, well, specifically, he had two that he specifically worshipped. Yog Sothoth and Cthulhu. Mad Arab was originally from Yemen, but he traveled to Memphis and the Empty Quarter, and oh shoot.
They noticed us. Let's dispose of them before they make any noise.
Or we just go over here and ambush them so that way we can get them off our tail. Anyway, the Mad Arab... Oh, wow, not quite where I needed to be. Whatever. Alright, now that I'm back to where my notes are.
Too easy.
Oh, hello. Yeah, gotta be on the lookout for those fake walls. Ooh, Plate Fest. Anyway, the Mad Arab, like I mentioned, was from Yemen, but he traveled to Memphis and the Empty Quarter and eventually discovered the Nameless City. After discovering the Nameless City, he traveled to Damascus and wrote the Al-Asif, right before he mysteriously died in 738.
Then oh. Okay, let's go.
Alright, let's do this then.
Sorry.
Looks like we got ourselves a tough guy. Too late, back out.
If there's one person going down, it's you. So now we have to fight Shadow Naguri, Kinki. Shao Naguri has no weaknesses or resistances, and knows the skills Swift Strike, Assault Dive, Tarukaja, and Counter. Again, he's one of those enemies that you just want to just pummel with magic. Although this one is going to be a little bit more tricky, since he does have a lot of HP. We can't just bulldoze our way through. Oh geez, that hurt a lot more than I was expecting it to. Okay, Tarunda. And then I will have Skull use Zionga. Does Queen have... She does not. Well, that kind of sucks. I'm pretty sure I have a persona that knows Mediarama. Let's see. There's Principality for one. Let's see. Isis just has Diorama. I mean, no, Zume only has Diorama. Phoenix only has Diorama. Alright, Principality it is. Unfortunately, I lose my resistance to physical, which is what I kind of need, but everyone does need healing. Also, I'm glad I put up that Masuku Kaja, because that helps out a lot. Let's have Panther attack. I'll have Skull attack. Queen can heal up Panther. And then I can switch back to Neko Shogun and do this. I love having high agility. You don't need to heal if you don't get hit. Oh, okay, that's... Well, that can be a little bit of a problem, but not overly so. Okay. Actually... Okay, good. His attack actually hadn't reverted yet, and he just wasted his turn just putting it back to normal. Well, this isn't that big of a deal. Perfect. And another scumbag bites the dust. Hey!
What have I done?
You really need to ask us? Turn yourself in to the authorities. Another quest down, and we get the Charge skill card. I suppose, but it would have been nice if he had just not done any of this to begin with. But silver linings and all. Alright, now, unlike before, we're gonna keep going. Because we still have a number of different shadows that we need to take care of here. Now, back to the Necronomicon. So, after the Mad Arab died, Necronomicon gained quite a lot of renown, and was even translated into Greek at around 950.
Let's see here. What's it like?
Well, not exactly anything here. There aren't any treasures. Alright, cool. I'll just grab that and then just skip on ahead. Alright then. And...
Starting the search.
thank you, Oracle. Now, it was when it was translated into Greek that it was renamed the Necronomicon, and is the name that it is henceforth known as. Now, the Necronomicon,
Chest. Talk about
well, the Necronomicon, while a source of knowledge, was also quite dangerous. People were using the Necronomicon in order to perform rituals, you know, with summoning the elder beings, you know, nightmares from another dimension, that sort of thing, and they were having tragic results. Let's put it that way.
There's a shadow. Be careful.
Because of these results, the book itself was oppressed starting at around 1050. However, despite this, the book still circulated within some circles, and was even translated into Latin in around 1228. However, it wasn't long before the Pope himself, Pope Gregory IX, banned the Greek and Latin copies of the Necronomicon in 1232. Alright, and we will take another momentary break to face off against another shadow.
All right.
It does kind of suck that I keep getting interrupted with my own boss fights, but we are here for the boss fights and not the history lesson. Even though there are a lot of people who just come for the history lessons. Regardless, yeah, it should still be alright. Enough with the brainwashing. Destiny can change, Fukurai.
Yeah.
No, they're not. What they want is an actual solution to their problems. All you're giving them is false hope. a distraction away from the problem, which doesn't do anything. What you're doing is still a crime.
Payback time, kid.
Looks like it's time we give Chihaya a little bit of solace. So now we face off against Shadow Fukurai, Baphomet. Shadow Fukurai is weak to light and ice and resists darkness, and knows the skills Brainjack, Masayo, and Aegon. I'm not actually sure Queen is the best person to really use from this sort of situation. But at any rate, nuclear still works.
Out of our way!
Ooh. Oh god! This is bad. This is really bad. Everyone is freaking brainwashed.
Queen's on the ground! You can't go now!
Oh crap. This is bad. This is really bad.
This isn't bad!
Okay.
You'll get yours!
Yeah, no one's gonna recover. Wow. Just wow. I forgot that this fight can be pretty one-sided if you're not careful.
Payback time, kid.
Okay, so basically,
Use my persona!
how do I really want to do this? I could try to dizzy him,
No holds barred!
and I basically just have to pray that Brainjack. Hey! See, there you go.
Brainwashed? She doesn't
It's
know her
not
persona.
so bad when your entire party doesn't get just brainjacked. Let's see. Do I have anything that can get rid of that? Let's see. Probably have to wait until it's Queen's turn. Yeah, I have to wait for it to be Queen's turn. Anyway, do I have anyone that nullifies psychokinesis? No, I've got a lot of personas that are weak to it. Great. In which case, I'm gonna put up a Masuku Kaja on everyone. Okay, Skull, you can use Assault Dive. Unfortunately,
That's a big help!
thank you, Queen.
Persona!
Okay, let's maybe try another flash bomb. I can try to dizzy him. Aegon. Okay, that sort of hurt. But now, let's try to do something that will be maybe a little bit helpful. Mothman? You know, Mothman actually wouldn't necessarily be a bad idea. Well, unless I get attacked by my own party members, that's when things are gonna be a problem. Let's see. Light and ice. Light and ice. Naga's not really all that powerful. You're weak to psychokinesis. Sure, we'll go with Lilith.
There.
Ooh, Joker, you're looking cool.
Okay, let's attack him. Yikes, I completely forgot how tough this boss could be. Considering he really doesn't take all that much damage either. What I need though...
Persona. Hey.
What I need is to lower his defense, but I'm not sure I have a persona with Rakunda.
How's this?
Guess I can just go with Freya.
Panther dodges with grace.
Okay, ooh!
Go. Power up.
Thank you, Oracle! Alright, now we all have a boost to our attack. Let's see, Masakunda, Masakaja, Tetraja. Oh, that's just insta-kill. Ooh, Automitama can work. Okay, well, first things first,
Go down.
I'm gonna knock him down.
Ooh, Joker, you're looking cool.
And then call off the formation.
It's time.
Then, switch on over to Aramitama and use Marakunda. Lowering his defense is going to make things so much easier for us.
Nice hit. Skull's at the top of his game.
Alright. Alright, he resists fire. Forgot about that.
Persona.
Well, anyway. Just dealing a lot more damage to him to just take down this fight that much. Queen!
Cover for her.
Persona.
Okay. Do I have anyone who can... Do I have any Rakarm or no? I do not believe I do. Okay, well, change of plans. Skull, I'll switch you out for Mona.
Sorry, run out.
And then Mona, if you only have regular Rakarm, he only has regular Rakarm. It'll still do.
Thank you.
Oh, jeez. And now my...
Go.
Ugh.
I appreciate
Gonna need to be a little bit careful.
Persona. Feel my rage.
Okay, what's he gonna do? Aegon again. Yikes. Was his attack is still down. That is kind of insane, but okay.
Ooh, Joker, you're looking cool.
Gonna break off the formation. That way I can deal even more damage to him.
Nice one, Joker. You hit his weakness.
Let's see. Mona. You can attack.
Persona.
I can have Queen heal him up.
Thank you. Persona.
Or did I say Queen? I meant Panther. And then Queen can attack.
No holds barred.
Oh no.
No, Queen's
Ugh. Yeah, I did not realize just how tough of a fight this was.
You're mine.
Whew. Thankfully, the brainjacking only seems to occur at the very beginning. Which I'm super thankful, because having to deal with that through the entire fight would have been insane. Level ups for everyone. With this power. Oh boy. That was a fight.
Now I'm even more
That
charming.
was absolutely a fight. Anyway, Magola. I'm not really gonna use Magaru, so... Ooh, next is Miracle Punch. after you've deceived all of them, what do you think happens to them? What happens to all the people you deceived, who felt the same pain you did? All you're doing is facilitating the cycle. All you're doing is just making more and more people miserable. We get the Prophet's Hand. Still responsible for meeting again. Had Chihaya met him prior and maybe doesn't even realize it? Anyway, regardless, we need to check back in with Chihaya. Another quest taken care of.
All right.
Now we're pretty far in, but oh, I should probably heal up Queen. In fact, I should heal up everyone. There we go. Okay, so there's still one more fight that we can probably try to do, but I would at the very least like to finish off my story. There's not really a whole lot left to Necronomicon. So anyway, after the grimoire was banned in 1232, there's no more treasures, the book was eventually translated into English.
Starting the search.
Thank you, Oracle. Let's see, there's a treasure there, and that's about it. The translation was done by a man named John Dee around the 16th century, but the book was never officially published, and only fragments of this version are known to survive. Ooh, Hell Knuckles. Actually reminds me, I should probably take a look at this. So, good chance to brainwash. And then just strong fists. Great. Now you might be wondering, well, if any of these other versions still survive, couldn't other people make these translations into English or any other language? Well, it's not that simple. The original Arabic and Greek versions disappeared a long time ago, burned away or otherwise were lost just to the sands of time. So there aren't really any other copies. Okay, now as for the text itself, not really a whole lot is known about the specific contents of the grimoire. While it does contain arcane knowledge of some sort, there's not really a whole lot known, simply because the act of studying the Necronomicon itself tends to have, well, bad things happening. By that, I mean that people who even attempt to study the Necronomicon are usually met with some sort of terrible fate.
So undergroundy.
Probably because we're underground.
So yeah, they are usually left to some sort of curse or retribution or otherwise very, very terrible and often painful things happening to them. However, while specifics may not be known, there is a passage that
a shadow the
is.
size of a giant squid.
No matter the size, there must be a weakness. Aha! We could aim for the eyes.
Always aim for the eyes. Anyway, one specific couplet is known to exist that is from the words of the grimoire itself. The couplet is as follows. That is not dead which can eternal lie, and with strange aeons even death may die. Other than that little subsection, there's really nothing else known about the grimoire itself. It's a book of forbidden arcane knowledge, and those who study it...
Shadows? It's gonna give me nightmares.
Just beat the crap out of them if they show up in your dreams.
Those that study the text do not often live very long afterward. Or if they do, it's usually some sort of cursed existence. So that is all with the tale of the Necronomicon. A forbidden tome with forbidden knowledge. And often, any who try to study it are met with a terrible end. Now, I know we're already pretty far in. Like, it's already pretty late and it seems weird to be going into something else. But I don't think this will necessarily be that hard of a fight to do.
Oh. But now then.
But this should be the last of the things that we are going to be doing for today. Switching to Neko Shogun, and let's go.
What?
Unbelievable.
Hey, how about you just give up? Now you're pissing me off!
What a horrible human being. Shelters don't want to kill pets because, like, they want to. They do it because of overpopulation. And even so, many are trying to get away from that. And even when they do have to put down animals, they do so in a humane fashion. Beating the ever-living crap out of them until they die is not humane. And I'll show you just how painful that can be.
Show your might. Not bad, Mona.
Nice work, Mona.
Time for some bloodshed.
So anyway, we have to face off now against... Oh, jeez. This actually may be a bit tougher than I was expecting.
Damn it.
We have to face off against Shadow Suboi, Pisaka. Pisaka is weak to fire and light and reflects darkness, and knows the skills Stagnant Air and Flash Bomb. So it's going to be a little bit tricky, especially if that Dizzy actually gets off. Because unfortunately, Dizzy is not cured by Energy Shower, so that is slightly problematic. But I do have Panther, which can be very helpful.
Prepare yourself.
And thankfully, he's nowhere near as tough as the last freaking Fukurai. Let's see. Who would be good to use against him? Armitama? Actually, Armitama would be a good idea to use.
Ooh,
Perfect.
Joker, you're looking cool.
No, we'll go for an all-out attack. I was debating whether or not I should just, like, try to debuff him or buff us up, but considering I have two people who can freaking knock him down and go for all-out attacks, I think it may be just their choice just to do that. Okay, actually, would Mepatra? Actually, Mepatra would work, so Mona can actually do something about that.
Not finish you.
Damn it.
Aim!
Ah.
Joker, you're dizzy. You're so hard to hit it with anything.
Okay, well, that's slightly problematic. Unfortunately, I can't exactly do anything with Queen. However, what I can do is this. And then we can... Oh, shoot, actually... Crap, because I'm suffering a status ailment, we can't do an all-out attack. Ugh. Well, I can at least do this.
You got through their defenses. Keep going, Panther.
Thank you, Mona.
Persona!
Okay, now he's burned. That will make things a whole lot easier.
Damn it! Here he comes!
Oh, right, Queen!
Okay, well, at the very least, we've got that, and I'm going to switch back to Neko Shogun and do this.
Go down.
Well, not quite what I wanted to do. I was kind of hoping to just finish him off with an all-out attack. But I also wanted to end on Neko Shogun. Didn't quite work how I was wanting it to, but hey, at least we still won. Hey! Hey! Some new skills!
The persona has gained new
Counter-Strike. So now, Fox would have a 15% chance of reflecting physical attacks. Let's go ahead and get rid of Counter for that.
What the hell? Oh, damn it.
That wasn't even anything. Next, we're gonna put you in a cage to see what it really feels like to be those cats. get a blood scimitar for our troubles. Alright. Another quest taken care of.
All right.
And with that, we're good to head back to the entrance. Okay, so we have gotten quite a lot of work done. We've gotten most of our quests taken care of, actually. I believe we were able to take down 5 this episode. We did 1 before, which was up here. We did 2 and 3. Yeah, we took down 5 quests. So there's only 4 left to go. We are making some pretty good progress. And we can take a quick look as to the blood scimitar, which is actually pretty good. Medium chance of despair and some pretty good attack power. Go ahead and give that to Mona. However, with everything that is said and done, we are good to call it a day here. So, next time on Let's Play Persona 5. We've gotten done with a lot of different quests, but we still have more to get through. There's still 4 more shadows that we need to take down here in Mementos. And we still have 2 of them that are in an area that we haven't even explored yet. So, we've done some great progress. But we still have a lot to do. So, we will continue making our work next time. So until then, everyone, take care.